What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day, Gamer here. Thanks for tuning into my channel for this episode of What's Happening, YouTube. Today I've got a very exciting topic to discuss. That's right. After 30-some years, Back in the Day Gamer finally beat Mike Tyson's ass. That's right, I finally did it. I finally beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Not only did I beat Mike Tyson, but I no death ran the game. Yes, I did. It's documented on video. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate with a beverage. That's how we do it over here sometimes. And today is one of those times. I've never had whatever this beer is, and to be honest, it doesn't sound very good to me, but we're gonna drink it. It's Victory Sour Monkey Sour Triple. You get it? Get it? Get the picture? I don't know if it's good or not. We're gonna find out together. I just realized this. I didn't do it on purpose. We're celebrating our victory over Mike Tyson. And this is a beer by Victory. That was not planned. I think they call that fate. Yes. I'm just gonna kick back and just enjoy the fact that I beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for another second. That's 2 big notches on my belt now. Last October, I got Ghosts and Goblins under my belt. And this October was Mike Tyson's. I know, it's December, I know. We had a lot to talk about for the Halloween themes going on, so we're just getting to it now. But if you follow me on the social medias, which you should, you'll already know when I beat it. And yeah, it was mid-October. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, my favorite game of all times. Super fun. I'm more of an RPG guy. I don't like sports games. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is neither an RPG or a sports game. But I love Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Got it way back in the day. It was one of my original games. Told the story a bunch of times. It was like the only time my dad ever played a video game with me. Because in the 80s, Mike Tyson was everything. Everybody watched his fights. That probably had something to do with it. But we're getting off topic because we're talking about the game, not the actual crazy person. Who is still one hell of a boxer. But the game's fantastic. You all know it. I love it. I beat it. That gives me Ghosts and Goblins, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I need a third super hard Nintendo game to beat. Now, I'm not Megadan, so I don't think Battletoads is on the table. By the way, Megadan no death ran Battletoads, which just seems crazy. But he did. I won't be doing that. But let's hear some suggestions about that third super hard Nintendo game that I should play next. We're going to talk about some other games that I beat that are way less fantastic and a lot easier. But before we do, we just passed Halloween here, a month ago. The candy. Everybody loves the candy. I still got a little stash over here. And in talking about it, people didn't know about this. You guys know about Score bars? Right? Like Score bar? It's kind of like a Heath bar, but way better. This is the last one. I literally ate this whole box. It's got a few other stashed candies from Angry Baby's haul on Halloween. That's why there's still something in there, but Score bars. Now, Heath bar is good. So this says delicious milk chocolate, crisp butter toffee. Heath bars just say toffee. So apparently, butter toffee is what makes it so fantastic. One more candy that I wanted to touch on, which I haven't tried for many, many, many years. Angry Baby got one of these, and I was like, I'm gonna have this on the show. Who remembers? Well, apparently, it's called Fun Dip, but we always called it Lick-a-Maid. Says right on there, Lick-a-Maid. Yes, this is Razzle Apple Magic Dip. That was not a flavor when I was a kid. I remember there being red and purple. That's all I remember. Aside from this thing being the best part of it. And it says right on there. We get it? Come on, focus! Focus! Well, if it says Lick-a-Stick. This is the best part of it. It's like chalk, but delicious. Ooh, Angry Baby's getting yelled at. Did you hear that? I don't care for that one. It tastes like apple. I just don't care for it. Lick-a-Maid! When was the last time you had one of them sons of bitches, huh? Does it pair well with Victory Sour Monkey Triple Sour? No. Not really. Made it way, way more sour. This has nothing to do with much of anything. I thought it was awesome. The wife got it for me, and I've needed to open it for a long time now, but I was saving it for this video, so now I will open it. But it's a 8-pack of chapstick, right? Oh, fuck chapstick, who fucking cares? It's the breakfast pack. Check this out. I'm getting a thumbnail. So would that be a good thumbnail? So you got what my least favorite would be, starting off with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cocoa Puff, Trix, should be an interesting chapstick, Cookie Crunch, Lucky Charms, that's probably going to be the best one, Honey Nut Cheerios, and the two I was most excited about, Frankenberry and Count Chocula. And look who's coming back, because he's addicted to chapstick, so now they're gone. Yeah, so Angry Baby has this thing for chapstick, right? He just eats the whole thing. Yeah, he does it all the time and it makes me crazy. That's why we don't have any chapsticks, why my lips are all dry. And I'm excited about opening these, but apparently not as excited about him. I was going to talk about it a little more, but as you can see, this was completely unrehearsed because he's 2 years old, and there they go. Bye-bye, chapsticks! Bye-bye! Wonder how few days it will take before he eats all of those. I'll let you know if I got a chance to try one. I'm looking forward to the Frankenberry. But I guess that's all we're going to get into, because he literally stole them, and that, I think, is pretty damn funny. Did not plan that. But yeah, it's like he smelled the chapstick and came and got it. The mother-in-law got me this super cool thing. It's a scratcher. It's a Pac-Man scratcher. I'm going to scratch it. It says, you could win up to $30,000. I doubt I'll win anything, but fingers crossed. We're getting into the games here, okay? Aside from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which I beat. Did I mention I beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? I did. I know Death ran it. I like this game. And you probably don't, or have never played it, but The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So this game's harder than it should be, especially with its cutesy look. It started off reminding me like that Mickey Mouse Capades game. It's better than that, but it is not fantastic. I found myself liking it a lot for whatever reason. I've had it for many years, and I'd play the first board. It's just hard as hell, and I would just give up, and I don't know, somebody must have talked about it in a video, and I was like, you know what? I've been buckling down, been playing games, I have been rage quitting them, and it's a great example of a game that I should have and previously rage quit, but didn't and beat. There was nothing ragey about this game, and it's fantastic. I think I talked about it when I got it. I believe it was in a VGM box. This game is super fantastic. There's not many commons left that I could possibly need. This, for some reason, is one of them. I think because several games start with the name Twin, and I thought I always had it, but I didn't. But Twin Cobra, it's a helicopter shooter, like Tiger Heli, but way less shitty. Tiger Heli was a game they had at the In-N-Out by my house. We'd always play the shit out of that arcade game I loved it. I remember drawing the levels instead of doing work in class. But yeah, that didn't port well to the NES. I don't know if this is an arcade game. If it is, I never played it. But this Nintendo game is fantastic. Super fun. As soon as I threw it in, I got addicted. Not addicted. That's a bad word to use. Did he already open the chapsticks and eat them all? Which flavor? Oh, you got the Frankenberry? No, I want the Frankenberry. Give me the Frankenberry. Let me see. Let me see the Frankenberry.
Say no.
I want the Frankenberry. No. I want the Lucky Charms.
No.
Let me see. I want to see. Oh, it's the Lucky Charms. Here, here you go, buddy. I gotta try this one here. Oh, all right. I wrestled this one away from him before he ate it. The Lucky Charms. Hold on, I gotta try it, buddy. They want to know. Oh no. Okay, you can have it. So, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh, Twin Cobra. Game's awesome. It's an NES common. Cheap game. Super fun. I'm not a big shooter guy. Love that game. Couldn't stop playing it. What? I could stop playing it because I stopped playing. I'm not playing it now. But from the day I threw it in, you know, I don't have that much time to play games, but from the day I threw it in, I kept at it for a few days before I finally beat it. It's not that hard. I didn't have that much time to devote to it, but Twin Cobras, awesome game. Awesome. Next up on the games I beat list, which the games I beat in 2022 will be coming out early January. You'll see these games featured on it, and many more. Newest game to the addition in that list is Melfin's.
Okay, that's not.
Which chapstick did he eat that made him yell? Melfin Stories on the Super Nintendo. Sorry, I meant Super Famicom. I guess it's the same thing. But you know what I meant. Just did a review on this game. Really liked it. Super fun. Controls are a little stiff. It is a little bit short, but the graphics are banging. Best part of the game. And there's a lot to it, a lot more than that. It's more of a reason to play it than just the graphics. But yeah, Melfin Stories. Hidden gem. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I want you to go watch that video. Link in the description below. And it was the video I posted before this one. Now I'm going to get Lucky Charms chapstick all over my glass. Okay, we had a little audio Angry Baby freak out there. Reset. The game I'm playing now, stellar game. One of the pioneers of RPGs. And now we're throwing Super Balls. And can you hear that on camera? Here we come. You still eating the Honey Nut Cheerios one? Apparently he likes that one. Yeah. But the game that I've been playing is none other than the adventure role-playing, that's what it says here on the case, on the Sega Master System. The Sega Master System. Phantasy Star. Bam! Man, do I love this game. Like I said, back in the day, gamer's an RPG guy. This is Pioneer RPG, one of the first RPGs I played, and one of the best. It says here on the box it came out in '88. I probably played it 90 or 91. Kid we went to school with had the console and a lot of games that he was selling. I remember it was $100. And there was no way I could get my hands on $100 back then, so I didn't buy it. My friend Eric somehow got his hands on $100, and he did buy that lot of games, and we used to play it over his house. He was basically one of the only 2 people I knew that had a Master System, because here in America it wasn't very popular. And that's a shame, because the Master System has some stellar titles, this being the cream of the crop, Phantasy Star. Yeah. We're going to touch on it in the next video, and probably the video after that, because it's an RPG, so it's lengthy. But the reason that I haven't actually beat it yet after all these years, and it being so awesome and I love to play it, is because back in the day, gamer refuses to look things up. There's no on-screen map system. And my kid won't let me play games without screaming. And you get lost in the dungeons because it is a overworld. But when you get in the dungeons, it's first-person crawler. And I always hated those because you end up getting lost. You can save anywhere in this game. And in the previous attempts to beat it, I'd always save at the wrong spot. Get stuck in the dungeon. There's spots when you're in the dungeons where you drop down and then you don't know where the hell you are, and then you get lost and you get stuck. And if you saved when you're in the dungeon and you never get out, you're screwed. I finally forced myself to bust out the graph paper and start making fucking maps. Yeah, see that? Why do I even have graph paper? I don't know. I've had this graph paper since grade school. And yeah, I mean, I think I'm almost halfway into the game. And I don't know, what is there, 20 maps right here? Yeah. Have you ever drawn, graphed out maps when you played a game? Have you? No, you haven't. And I haven't either until now because I was dreading it. But for some reason, it's fun. It must be fucked up because there should be nothing fun about that. I know they remastered it and it's out on the newer consoles. It's got the on-screen auto mapping, which I think would just make the game fucking simple. But that wasn't how it was back in the day. And aside from being fucking stupid, I guess I'm crazy too. Because I won't look things up and I won't play the new way. I only play the old way because I'm stubborn. So yeah. Phantasy Star. That's where we're cutting it. Phantasy Star. On the Sega Master System. Just super fun. If you're into RPGs and you haven't played that, you're doing yourself a disservice. And I'm going to go. Because hopefully I get my hands on that Frankenberry chapstick before it's too late. So thanks for tuning into my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, YouTube, keep it retro! Ha ha!